Well, I've been to Europe.
You look like you'd found a gold mine.
I did. And I married it.
That reminds me. I'm married, too.
Helen, why, that's great. You and your husband will have to come over for dinner, and we'll have a nice, quiet evening.
We'd love to.
All right, how about 7 o'clock?
Fine.
Good. Hello, dearest. Where are you going?
I'm going out of town for a few days on business.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, if you'd stay home once in a while, you'd know what was going on. Now, where have you been?
Well, I've been visiting a friend.
A man?
Oh, don't be silly. You're always so suspicious.
You have no cause to be jealous.
Oh, haven't I? Well, listen to this. The Russian Grand Duke, Ivan Ketskovsky, has arrived in the United States for a brief visit.
Well, what of it?
What of it? Isn't he the man that fell in love with you and followed you all over Europe? Didn't he threaten to kill you and shoot himself? And finally, to get rid of him, you had to tell him that you were already married.
Oh, yes, but that's all past and forgotten now, hubby dear.
Oh, yeah? Well, I haven't forgotten, and I'm not so sure he has. When Russians love, time, distance, and husbands mean nothing.
Well, I can't help it if men fall in love with me. That's how I got you.
Well, if you expect to keep me, you better stop flirting.
I don't flirt. And any time you want to get rid of me, just say so.
But, darling, I don't want to get rid of you, Ellen. Oh, sweetheart.
Oh! You'd strike me if you had a chance.
No, I wouldn't. Let me explain a little. Oh, there's no way, sweetheart.
Marie, what is that unearthly racket?
It's the plumber, ma'am. He's through now and wants his money.
Oh, well, all right. Bring him in and I'll give him his check.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes?
Ah, at last I have found you. I will be at your home in 15 minutes to meet your husband, if you have one.
Oh.
What's the matter? Is the bill too large?
Say, I think you'll do.
You what?
How much would you charge to be my husband?
Charge? What? Don't be silly. I'd do it for nothing. If I wasn't a married man.
You don't understand. I only want you to pretend you're my husband. An old sweetheart of mine is coming here. He's jealous, and if I don't show him something that looks like a husband, he'll kill me.
Well, suppose he decides to kill the thing that looks like a husband.
Oh, but you're so big and strong and brave. You'll do it, won't you?
My wife may not like it.
Oh, but she needn't ever know. Besides, it's only for a couple of hours. Oh, please do.
Well, all right, I'll do it.
Marie,
Yes, madam.
will you take this gentleman upstairs and have Perkins dress him for dinner?
Right this way, sir. Do you prefer a Prince Albert or a tuxedo?
I always smoke cigars.
The Grand Duke Ketch? Ketch? What's your name?
Never mind the name. Madam, she knows me.
Ah, Ivan. Once again we meet. Won't you be seated?
No, thank you. I did not come here to spend the evening. I came to see your husband.
Well, I hope you'll be satisfied when you see him and let me alone hereafter.
I am not so sure of that, madam. Men of my temperament do not forget so easily.
Yes, of course.
I don't know what I shall do when I meet the man who has stolen my love. I think I shall kill him.
Ivan, Duke Ketchkovsky, may I present my husband, Mr. Plumber. Mr. Plumber.
I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Ketchkovsky.
Kowski, not Polski.
Well, anyway, I'm glad to meet you. Oh, you want to wrestle, huh? I want to start something, huh? Start it.
No, dear, you don't understand.
Close.
Just an old Russian custom.
So, you are her husband, eh?
You want to make anything out of it?
For how long have you been married?
Oh, a couple of hours.
What?
He means a couple of years.
I see. And have you any children?
Yes. 2.
Oh. Twins, eh? How old are they?
One is 7, and the other one is 10.
What?
They're by his first wife, Yvonne.
Oh, I see. Stepchildren, eh? By another wife.
Yes. By my stepwife.
He's always joking, Yvonne.
I see. I was too stern for you. You want a lover who is light-hearted and gay, one who can joke.
Yes, one shouldn't take life too seriously.
My heart is broken, but I shall try to forget. I return to Russia, where all is peace and quiet.
Now, Duke, you're not going to go, because I personally like you, and I insist that you stay for dinner. Maybe he's not going to stay for dinner.
Oh, won't you please stay for dinner?
Well, since you insist, madame.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Nevertheless, ourselves.
Oh, will you pardon me, please?
Certainly, madame.
You know, I must have been wrong.
These are very excellent blades, Mr. Plumber.
Those are not blades. Those are swords.
You are telling me, my friend, I am considered the finest swordsman in all of Russia. I have quite a collection myself. Do you collect anything?
Not lately. People don't pay their bills at all.
Oh, let's take the Duke into the den and show him your trophies.
Why, I hardly know the Duke.
How do you like it, Duke?
Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. You have some very marvelous specimens here, Mr. Plummer. Did you kill them all yourself?
Oh, yes, Duke. I feel like a sap.
Mrs. Elmer Swift is in the living room. Oh, thank you, Marie. Will you pardon me, please?
Certainly, madame.
Hello, Helen, dear. Hello, Agnes. How are you? You're just in time to meet the Grand Duke.
I'd love to. And I do want to meet your husband.
Oh, yes. Oh, hubby, dear.
As I was saying, Duke, this animal was caught.
Hubby, dear.
Your wife is calling you, Mr. Plummer.
So I see. So I see. Here. This door seems to be stuck. Say, Dukey, maybe you can open it.
Well, certainly I shall try, Mr. Plummer. Certainly. Yes.
Just a moment, Helen. I'll bring him out. All right, dear.
Thank you.
Oh, Helen, may I present the Grand Duke Ketchkovsky?
I'm delighted.
Genre, madame. You'll pardon me, lady.
Oh, Duke, by the way, something I forgot to show you.
Back already, sir?
I missed my train.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hubby, dear. Oh, hubby, dear.
Why, here I am, over here.
Oh. Oh, hello, hubby, dear.
Hello, darling.
Oh, Helen Swift. May I present my husband, Mr. Kelly?
I'm so glad to know you.
How do you do?
Will you pardon me for just a moment, please?
Certainly.
You know, you have a lovely home here.
Yes, it is. So nice and quiet.
Just as I reached for him, why, he bit me.
Ah, back.
Who's this?
Duke, you know Agnes' husband.
What? How many husbands has she?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, who's the other husband in there?
Listen, you've got to get out of here. My husband's in there.
Well, so is my wife.
What?
Yes, Helen, my wife.
Oh. Listen, come here.
Another husband? Where is he?
Stop! This is my affair. The man, he made a fool of me. My honor is outraged. I shall settle this myself.
So, I was right, you...
Now, hubby dear. Now, don't get excited. I can explain everything.
You can't explain anything.
Oh, now,
Who is that other man in there?
Why, he's Mr. Elmer Swift.
Ah, good evening. Hello, my dear. You know, I read your note and hurried right over.
Don't lie to me. I didn't leave any note.
Funny. I'd have sworn I read your note.
Who is this, eh?
Why, that's Helen's husband.
Oh, yeah?
Hello.
Where did he get my suit?
Say, don't you pick on my husband. Just a minute. Don't you talk like that to my husband. You double-crosser playing around with my husband. Your husband. Why, I wouldn't have him as a gift.
Listen, you wife stealer. What do you mean by coming in here and upsetting my home?
Stop! This man, he has outraged my honor. I shall kill him.
No, you won't. This is my home. I'll kill him.
Stop, gentlemen. This has gone too far.
Oh, shut up.
That man has done something to my honor, and I shall kill him.
Now, listen, he came in here. He rolled
Wait, my honor.
do that.
Now, you can't kill this man. I insist on this thing. I go right up here. Now, listen here. You cannot. Now, you cannot do that. I know. I insist. I have never been so outraged. Many years. Listen, I insist. My friend demand you right. You cannot kill me. I insist on killing this man. You cannot. My privilege to kill him. I don't care. You cannot kill him.